Hi, ladies. I'm Lisa Franklin, and I'd like to welcome you to part one of my first CWGI Fireside Chat. I plan to host these periodically to provide you with information that I feel is important as we move into the 2025 season. However, before I dive in, I would like to start by saying thank you to all of you who have rejoined already for the upcoming season. I also want to encourage everyone planning to rejoin to do so as soon as possible, since it really helps me with finalizing my budget and making sure that we're ready to go for the start of the season. Now, without further ado, it's time to toast some marshmallows, sit back and relax for the next few minutes or so with my first fireside chat. Today, I wish to discuss the topic of membership survey results. A three-part survey was sent to all members in November. We had overwhelming participation from over 200 ladies for each of the three parts. The surveys were quite extensive since we had never done one before. And as a new owner, it was extremely helpful to me. Here are a few key highlights. The first survey focused on key demographics and membership facts. Did you know that 55% of us have been members for 10 years or less? However, there's also still an interesting and substantial portion of us that have been around for almost 30 years. More on that later. 85% of us are over the age of 61. 90% of us consider ourselves intermediate golfers. 30% of us play 9 holes exclusively, and another 30% of us play 18 holes exclusively. And the remaining 40% of us play a bit of both. The top 2 reasons we joined CWGI? Well, first reason is the number and variety of golf courses available for us to play. And the second reason is to meet new ladies. The top 3 factors affecting our decision to play are 1, the course itself, 2, the price, and 3, the distance to travel. And finally, how often do we play? Well, the majority of us play 2 to 3 times a week, and this is mostly weekday and during the daytime. So, what does this tell us? Well, this highlights 3 things for me. 1, that we need to continue to grow our membership to remain active, viable, and not to age out. 2, we need to continue to offer one membership rate, which allows a high percentage of us, which is 40% in fact, who like the option to play both 9 and 18 when we want. And thirdly, we need to continue to offer a fantastic variety of golf courses in terms of price, level of difficulty, playing conditions, and travel distance. This allows us to support over 55 area golf courses for all our members. It's important that we continue to offer something for everyone. The second survey revolved around the year of play for 2024. There were several questions, but regarding questions around league play, we received over 70 comments. And here's a sample of the comments. The majority of the comments were very positive and simply thanking us for what we do, and also in particular mentioning the important role that the coordinators play. And I very much agree with that. The second most popular comments we received were about the game sign-up challenges, but these seemed to be more common at the start of the season before we staggered the opening events. Next, we had comments about the schedule of play, specific comments about wait lists and booking times and that sort of thing. Then we had a few comments about slow pace of play and the importance of the golden rule, and stressing to members that we maintain pace of play, especially in large events. Regarding the question, is CWGI good value for money? Well, 90% agreed or strongly agreed, and that was wonderful to hear. A couple of people also asked the question, what does our membership cover? And I thought that was a good question and one that I will address. CWGI is solely supported by your membership fees. I do not get sponsorship or kickbacks from golf clubs for participation. This makes it challenging at times to keep event costs down. I do my best, but as you can see from the following chart, your membership fee is put to work as follows. 65% covers league operating costs. 23% covers business costs. And 12% is for the government and me. This, of course, excludes any costs I incurred to purchase the league. The third and final survey focused on future offerings and considerations. We had lots of great feedback to our questions, and I feel this can be best summarized by a word cloud. The bigger the word, the more often it was mentioned in the comments. And I can address a few of these specifically. Discount golf. It was not often mentioned because I think you all know it's out of our control for the most part. Courses set their rates, and CWGI has never been about offering discount golf. However, I must stress that we do indeed try to negotiate the best rate possible for the particular event. Emerald Links and Anderson. Well, you'll see both of these are back this season for 9 and 18 holes. So thank you very much for your comments in the surveys. Day trips and bus trips. I think these were great ideas, and I'm definitely looking into it. I would love to organize one this summer. Identifying carts versus walking. This comment was in reference to the booking system and having the functionality available at the time of booking for those registering for a game. It is indeed important for us and something our developers will try to add. Fingers crossed for this season. Improve booking. This is a multifaceted answer involving a few things. One, it's involving becoming more familiar with the YouTube videos on the booking system, and those are currently still available on our YouTube channel. Downloading the Chronogolf app to book will also help and enhance the booking system for you. Working from a desktop is great for a desktop computer, but not great for smaller devices. And it was apparent from the survey that a large majority of you use the smaller devices. And it was also apparent that many of you were also unaware of the availability and the benefits of using the Chronogolf app. So if you can watch the YouTube video, there is one on this, and it will really help you get started and maybe eliminate some of the frustration you had. And 3, we need to continue to stagger the opening of events. We noticed that by doing that so much earlier in the season, where we had a rushing up to book, we noticed that disappeared as we started to stagger the events. Notifications. This season, we will be sending out weekly e-blasts to remind everybody when the 18-hole events are opening for a particular week. This will be done 3 weeks ahead of the play, and it will really help remind you to go in and book your games. Skills clinics. This year, we'll be working primarily with SwingFit to provide most of our golf clinics. They already have a series of indoors lady clinics available on their website, and they also provide us a 10% discount as CWGI members when we book most of their services. Well, that's enough for now, and probably a lot to digest. So thanks for watching part 1 of the Fireside Chat. Please stay tuned for part 2, where I will have fun sharing what's happening in 2025. Thank you.